This is just a quick video about losing friends. Unfortunately, I seem to have lost quite a few friends in the last few months, really, and a few before that. But yeah, it's a pity. But sometimes this can't really be avoided. And most of the friends that I've lost seem to be in the pagan community. A lot of them here in Ireland, a couple from abroad. But, I've thought a bit about this. Why has this happened? And it seems to be the only real reason is down to politics, really. I don't mean politics with a capital P, party politics, sort of political correctness and this whole woke movement. Because I very much believe in equality and fairness in the world. I think it's important to be respectful to everyone, to treat everyone well, to treat people with equal respect. And that means, obviously, I'm anti-racist. I'm also anti-political extremism. And, I would have no time for fascists. But by the same token, I wouldn't have any time for communists either. And, I really think any group should be treated fairly. So, if people are straight, or gay, or trans, or whatever, that's fine. That's totally up to you what you want to do with your life. And I have no problem with anybody doing anything they want as long as they're not harming other people by doing that. But I would not consider myself to be woke. And that is the fundamental problem. And that's why I'm getting unfriended by people on Facebook, or being, getting an email or a call saying, or a text saying, well, actually, I don't want to be your pal anymore. And it's all down to this, down to the politics. And, I'm not in the woke crowd. And the trouble is, people that are cannot seem to tolerate people that aren't. So if you're not woke, they don't want to be your friend anymore. But from my point of view, fair treatment and equality is about equal opportunity for everyone, giving people a level playing field. It's not about giving preferential treatment to any particular group, because that's not fair. If you create equal chances, equal opportunity, you create the groundwork for people to have an equal chance. That's fair. But if you're promoting a particular group above everybody else, how is that fair? That doesn't come across as fair to me. But I do think people are free to believe that if they want. If people want to be woke and believe in all these new ideas, that's up to them. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to unfriend somebody because they are ultra politically correct, or because they're like super woke. I wouldn't do that. That's their choice. But they're unfriending me. They decide they don't want to be my friend because I don't fit in with their political ideas. So, I think you should be free to believe whatever you want. How you behave has consequences, but what you believe is your own private business, I think. But at the end of the day, I think freedom only goes so far, in that you can't behave unreasonably, even if you have unreasonable thoughts. But I thought more about this. If people don't like your views, they'll just have to accept it. And no one should be bullied. And that's one of the problems, is that people tend to try and impose their view on you. And if you don't like it, well, that's what can happen is what's happened to me, where people just either continue to try to force their views down your throat, or they just decide that they don't want to be your friend anymore. I mean, I've never decided I don't want to be friends with somebody based on their political beliefs. I mean, if I found out someone was a Nazi supporter, of course but I mean, I haven't ever made friends with a Nazi supporter in the first place. So, I have no reason to then unfriend them. I'd be very surprised if that ever happened. Yeah. If people decide they don't want to be your friend, especially if it's for political reasons and not to do with some sort of personal conflict or misunderstanding, well, you just have to let them go, really. There's not really much else you can do. And perhaps you shouldn't be too upset or regretful about that, because if you're willing to accept them having a different belief from you, then why can't they do the same? They're the ones that are being judgmental. They're the ones that are being intolerant because they cannot tolerate that you do not have the same view as them. And, to be honest, if they're like that and they're that judgmental, they can't allow you a little bit of leeway in your opinions, then you're better off without them. Just let them go. They're not the kind of friend that you really want. If they're not obsessed with sort of identity politics and all this kind of thing, the whole woke agenda, and they're prepared to put that above friendship, then, let them go. They're not worth it. So anyway, that's all I had to say. Take care. Bye-bye.